Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we will take a look at the top 16 culture meme coins. This is simply because a new major trend is emerging here. We have also seen this from other leaders specifically in the meme coin niche, namely GIGA, which has achieved an overall performance of over 10,000%. Absolutely tremendous, and if we as investors recognize such trends early, we can certainly benefit disproportionately, and for that reason, I am presenting to you today in today's meme coin ranking video, the top 16 culture memes. Just so you know, in the coming days, other meme coin sub-niches will be introduced, whether it's the boys club memes or new memes, so there's a lot coming your way. So, at this point, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. A big thank you also goes out for the support lately. To be honest, I thought I would receive a bit more hate or more negative comments or dislikes on the last video. However, if we look at the YouTube statistics, there's a 99% like ratio. You are truly amazing. A big thank you goes out to my community. This naturally motivates me to continue making YouTube videos. When you receive such strong positive feedback, even on the other YouTube videos with an extremely good like ratio, sometimes 100% likes and not a single dislike. It's really crazy on our YouTube channel, so a big thank you goes out at this point. But now one more thing before we start with the ranking. This video is for informational and entertainment purposes only. I have not been paid or sponsored by any of the mentioned meme coins. Everything is based on personal opinion. It should also be mentioned that I am partly already invested in these meme coins. Therefore, conflicts can naturally arise in this situation. If I am already invested, I naturally have a certain self-interest in presenting things positively. But I will really try to shed light on this as neutrally as possible. So you know me, I'm not a moon boy or anything like that. I really try to provide a rational analysis at this point, but I really want 100% transparency. Keep an eye on my YouTube channel, and that's why this will always be mentioned at the beginning of the videos, so you are informed about it. Otherwise, meme coins are highly speculative and risky assets, and everyone should carefully make their own decisions before investing. Please note that this is not financial advice, and consult a financial advisor if necessary for informed decisions and investments in cryptocurrencies. In particular, meme coins can be associated with significant risks and are not suitable for everyone. This should be mentioned again at this point. A large portion of meme coins goes down. It is highly speculative, partly a gamble. In my opinion, however, one can also approach the meme coin space very strategically. So there are already certain trends that can be recognized early, and then one can also weigh whether an investment makes sense. In my opinion, this is not just pure gambling where you simply hope that a meme coin will take off. This is not how I personally approach my investments. I have a clear strategy behind it. I look at the individual sub-niches within the meme coins, and when I recognize something like GigaChad or other culture coins such as Sigma, when I identify trends early within the meme coin space, it becomes significantly easier for me to predict the trajectory of other meme coins. So you have a rough idea of how I personally approach things. Otherwise, before we get into the individual meme coins, today's video is exclusively about culture coins. Otherwise, I'll get comments here again full of, where is Turbo, where is Hoppy, where is Fefe, or whatever. So all the boys club memes and all the other memes that also have a lot of potential, in my opinion. In the other videos, I will make separate rankings so that you are informed about that. Today's video is exclusively about culture memes. There are, so to speak, entire cultures or movements, as they say in English, that already exist outside of crypto, but in this case are represented only by a meme coin. Make sure to also watch the last video, as it gives you a more concrete insight into what I specifically mean by that. Otherwise, let's start with the first meme coins, and the first meme coin I will talk about is Alpha. I am personally invested in this as well. As I always say, I make it personal. Am I invested? Am I not invested? I really want 100% transparency on my YouTube channel. In this case, I am invested with a small position. 2.6 million is absolutely little. So, one must always put this in relation to other meme coins, especially something like Sigma or Giga, which are partly at $500 million. So, we still have quite a bit of potential. In my opinion, it is a very, very good meme. The chart technique is also very, very important in my personal analyses, because in my view, you can read the chart very well to understand the technical aspects, and especially the psychological behavior of other investors. And that's why it is very important for me personally, before I invest in such meme coins, that there is a very healthy chart with higher highs and higher lows. In this case, we have a very good chart here. In my opinion, we have a very good chart in front of us because in this case, there was no pre-sale or anything similar where it was directly dumped, but we had a nice initial pump. Then we had the initial pump, which usually happens with a drop of 70 to 80%. After that, we usually have the next dump, which is also typically the sell-off, during which I personally buy in. I never buy coins right at the beginning. So that you also know, when new meme coins launch, I personally do not invest right at the beginning. For me, it is too high a risk. But when I see that the initial pump and dump has occurred, and then the second pump and the second sell-off comes, and it is usually around 70 to 80%, in this case even 84%. That's why I personally bought in after the breakout. I am already slightly in profit at this point, but also here, looking back at the week, the increases are still completely fine because we have important support below us. I really like the meme itself. It's simply about representing the alpha. At this point, it should also be mentioned that with the other meme coins, I really try to explain it as well as possible. I know that out there I also have viewers who are over 30, over 40, even over 50, so I can see it myself in the YouTube statistics, and often the target audience does not necessarily use TikTok, Instagram, or anything else, and therefore misses out on the trends. That's why it is extremely difficult for many investors, especially those who are older, to get a foothold in the meme coin space because often they cannot understand why a meme is becoming so popular. Especially something like GigaChad. Of course, some of you will definitely know the memes as well. I will try to explain it as well as I can. I'm also not completely up to date. Yes, at the end of the day, I'm not on TikTok all day long, but I do know it from my own experiences in the past or from my brother, etc. Well, I do keep up with quite a bit regarding trends. That's why being young in the crypto market doesn't necessarily have a disadvantage. In fact, it often has an advantage because you can adapt to all the trends much faster and usually have a better background knowledge, especially with these memes. Otherwise, in my opinion, it is also very important for culture memes that the coin and the culture stand for something and stand against something. The existence of a certain enemy image is present, as this very enemy image then creates this inner family and a strong investor. And in my opinion, this is given here with alpha because you also have the saying, reject modernity, which refers to the entire modern world we currently find ourselves in. This can be applied on various levels. I don't want to get too political at this point. I think some of you can imagine what alpha stands for and what it stands against. And I think especially the investors, who often appeal to young men, so it's obvious what is being represented with this meme. Yes, in my opinion, it is a very good meme because at the end of the day, it is the investors who usually have capital, who make money, and who are active in the meme coin space and the cryptocurrency market in general. That's why it's a good meme. I really like it. The tokenomics are also perfectly fine. I checked the holders, so everything is in order there. That's why I invested a small amount here. For me personally, it's at least a top tier. I would almost say that I am very bullish on the meme. As I mentioned, I can't always categorize it perfectly here either. Of course, don't take the entire ranking too seriously, and don't blindly buy the coin just because I categorize it as bullish. But as I said, I am bullish on this, which is why I am personally invested. Then the next coin we have here is Cook. Let him cook. It's also a meme. In my opinion, Cook looks very good from a technical chart perspective with higher highs and higher lows. Here we have also seen a nice chart performance since May. So in my opinion, this is actually the ideal chart for the meme coin because we really have nice higher highs and a parabolic upswing. And what is also very important is that some have already made good profits through meme coins, as this naturally strengthens the investors. That's why it's very important to have a chart in front of you that shows it was at about 0.001 US dollars, and now in this case has already been well pumped. So that's definitely a positive sign. That's why I see good potential here as well, because it's a relatively big meme on the internet. For me personally, it's great, but not necessarily mega bullish. So that you are informed about this. Now let's talk about the next coin, which is GIGA. This is the largest among the culture coins with a market cap of $500 million. What GIGA has achieved is truly impressive. And here is the chart performance. It's almost a picture-perfect chart. So this is exactly what I mean by an optimal meme coin chart. Just to clarify for everyone, it's always best when the meme coin starts really at point zero, without any major fluctuations. Finding liquidity without significant marketing requires exactly those investors who bought in here and later became wealthy, allowing for narratives and stories to be told. That's why you should be aware of this. And here we also have a relatively similar chart in front of us. We always have an initial pump, initial dump, and again here a decrease of 60%. Initial pump, then a sell-off, and again here a drop of 70%. It's always the same game with meme coins. So anyone who actively engages with memes will recognize a pattern here. So one can repeatedly recognize parallels, and therefore it is also possible to approach investments in meme coins in a somewhat calculated manner. It's not just pure gambling in the sense that one can learn the skill of recognizing such trends and memes in a timely manner. The question now is whether one should still invest here. It feels very disgusting to buy at the absolute top. Personally, I am not invested here, which I find very unfortunate because I had my eye on GigaChad for a very long time. I have been observing this for a long time, but unfortunately, I never made the decision to buy. That's just how it is. You also miss opportunities to buy in at this point. You can do that. So I can still imagine that GigaChad could reach a valuation of 5 billion, 10 billion, or 20 billion in the upcoming bull market. So I definitely still see a good 10x potential. That's why I am extremely bullish on GigaChad. So, of course, one of the best memes, or rather the best culture meme. But it must be said very clearly that we have already pumped quite a bit, and it is of course not entirely optimal to buy at the top here because it could also be good. It should be said at this point that it is very likely, and I also consider it quite possible, that we will see another sell-off here. From minus 60 to 70%, that would be very typical. One must prepare for such scenarios. Therefore, in my opinion, one should definitely not invest too much. Of course, this is not financial advice, but I would approach it by waiting a bit longer to find an entry point around the 2.5 US dollar cents mark. This is approximately where I would look for the next entry. Overall, in the long term, I am very bullish on GigaChad. It is a very good meme that almost everyone knows, and most investors can identify with such a meme, which is of course an important point. Then there's Manifest, which is another meme that has performed relatively well. It also aims to cover the entire culture. I'm fine with that. It is already at 10 million, so it's not a mega meme, but still, it's perfectly fine. In my opinion, it's good and worth considering, but I believe there are significantly better alternatives. Even when we look at the posts, it is personally not very appealing to me. I have seen significantly better memes. Therefore, it is okay, it is good, which is why I included it in today's video. I can also imagine that Manifest will deliver better performance in the future, but in my opinion, there are definitely better alternatives. That's why it's only categorized as good. The next coin we can look at is MLG. Yes, I actually know it from gaming in the past. Here, independent of the meme aspect, I really like the chart because we have a perfect chart here. This is exactly the kind of chart I'm looking for, where nothing happens for a long time and then suddenly it starts. Higher highs, higher lows, and again here an initial pump, initial dump. So we pump up once, make about a 4x, and then we come back down to around, we can take a look, 70%. So you really need to keep that 70% in mind. 68. Up to 85%, we always have sell-offs and then the next pump comes. And if you recognize something like this early on, you can certainly take some profits here. In this case, 3.5 million MLG. It's definitely a meme that people know, especially from gaming in the past. I can also imagine that some gamers will jump on it again. 3 million is not particularly much. The chart looks very good. That's why I'm here. Yes, I'm not mega convinced right now. He is good. Yes, I am reluctant to rank him at the top right now. One definitely has to be careful about how he develops further in the coming future. But here, I am already feeling a bit more bullish than with Manifest. I can also imagine that a bit more could happen there. Yes, going from 3 million to 30 million can also happen very, very quickly. At this point, it should also be mentioned that when I invest in such memes, I take profits relatively quickly. So as soon as I make a 2x or a 3x on a very, very small meme coin, I always pull out my initial investment to ensure that I'm secured, so that only the profits are running, and that you are informed about this. Otherwise, let's move on to the next coin, for which I am personally very, very bullish, and that is NPC, because everyone knows NPC. It's basically just a kind of bot character. There are also memes made about how people are in the Matrix, the NPCs, and so on. So it's already a very, very big meme that is also very, very popular, and therefore I can well imagine that it will definitely reach 1 billion. So it's absolutely realistic to reach 5 billion or even more, because everyone really knows NPC. And here, technically, everything looks very, very clean, very, very healthy, with higher highs and higher lows. So really just as one would want it. At this point, it's not quite optimal to find an entry. I am personally invested here as well, so you are informed about that. I bought in roughly at the point where we return to the support line. I would also buy again and continue buying at the 0.2 US dollar cent range. At this current point in time, one can invest. Yes, so it's not absolutely fatal to buy in here, because at the end of the day, it could also be that it never comes back and just pumps straight up. Yes, anything can happen at the end of the day. But in my opinion, it is still relatively likely that we will come back at some point. That's why I would consider buying more at 0.2 US dollars. I really like the meme, and I am very, very bullish about it, which is why I am including it here at this point. Next up is the Memecoin Millionaire, which is also very interesting from a charting perspective because we have come back here again. Initially, we had the initial pump, and we can see here a total increase of over 7,000%, which is really quite crazy. Now we have also come back here to about minus 70%, which is usually a golden mark or a golden percentage, minus 70, 75, 80%, when we have come back like this and are forming a bottom in that range. It is usually a good time to buy here. We also saw an order block formation here. Support, support. I can well imagine that after the breakout, there could be another support level, and that Bridge might also deliver a solid performance here, but especially with such meme coins, I am very, very, very cautious. As soon as a 2x has occurred here, I will take my profits. So as soon as there is a 100% return on the investment, I will withdraw my initial investment. I think the meme itself is good. However, it is still very, very high risk. That's why it only falls into the good category, not necessarily top. In my opinion, one definitely has to wait and see if such a meme will prevail. One must be careful, but in the short term, there is definitely a good opportunity in my view. As I said, this is not financial advice. Then LOCKIN is the next coin. It's also a relatively well-known meme that I had my eye on for a very long time, but unfortunately I missed it. So it's really a similar scenario to GIGA. I always had the charts open, considered getting in, but unfortunately didn't buy here. One might consider slowly but surely finding an entry point again. We have come back about 60%. Here at the last peak, I also see strong support, and I really like the meme itself. I think some people know it, especially towards a bull market. Many say login, meaning to basically lock themselves into hustle. It's a relatively well-known meme online, which is why you see it repeatedly. Login. Get logged in for the coming bull run. At this point, I have to say that there may not necessarily be absolute mainstream potential. That's also a factor I pay attention to. Is there really potential here for it to reach the mainstream? Does the average investor even understand this meme? And I have to say at this point, login is very specific. It often only exists in the crypto market or of course in other niches, but not many people are familiar with it. That's why it's a meme where I could imagine it going up to 300, 400 or 500 million, but not really any higher. It's a very good meme. I'm feeling bullish about it. That's why I'm definitely putting it in the top category because I really like it. It has also proven itself a bit more already. That's why I'm more willing to include it here, as it has already shown itself a bit. Otherwise, the next meme is Stoicism. Some of you may know Marcus Aurelius. It's also an absolutely top book. Yes, definitely a recommendation in this context. Otherwise, here's a meme that is completely at the beginning. It has gone completely through the roof, so it has totally exploded. It has also come back extremely strong again. It is an absolute pump and dump. At this point, it should be mentioned that it is down 94% here. Absolutely high risk, so this is really a coin we can take a look at. I really like the meme itself because it has very good potential. Some people know it, and I think Stoicism should also be a term familiar to all of you. Therefore, I really like the meme itself, but at this point, it's absolutely high high risk, with a market cap of only 300,000 DAIs, so this is really a total top or flop situation. Accordingly, I also have the perfect category for this meme coin, hero or zero, so it really fits perfectly here, in my opinion. Next is the meme coin Sigma, which is like the little brother of GIGA. That's why I am very, very bullish about it. There are also some memes on the internet about Sigma, and I really like the site itself. Everyone should know this meme from American Psycho. It is already very, very well known, and there is a large community outside of crypto. That's why I am also very, very bullish on Sigma. For me personally, it clearly belongs in the bullish category alongside GIGA, NPC, and Alpha, because I am really very, very bullish about it. Otherwise, WOJAK is the next coin. It's also a very, very well-known meme. There are all those internet videos about WOJAK, which should be known by all of you. So I believe everyone has seen the chat at some point, whether on Twitter or of course on YouTube. There are always those short videos, which is why this meme is very well known. It's actually a similar chart to that of NPC. I could imagine that we might return to the support line again. That would be another discount of 35%, which we could buy cheaper. The chart looks beautiful. An absolute picture-perfect chart with higher highs and higher lows. The current market cap of 75 million is, in my opinion, clearly a candidate which can break 1 billion because it has absolute mainstream potential, Sam. That's why it's a meme that I really, really like. That's why it also falls into the bullish category. Here at this point, I'm also personally invested. So I invested back then, around that time, also here in this area. So, just when many memes were being punished, where I had also increasingly addressed all the memes on my YouTube channel, I made my purchases in that area. That's why I am currently in a slight profit here, but I will buy more if WOJAK should come back, so you know about it. Otherwise, let's move on to the next meme. Since today's video is already about culture coins, there is of course also a culture coin, meaning a culture meme coin. At this point, it's an incredible high risk as an attempt is being made to bring all cultures together. The cult of all cults, so to speak. It could certainly take off if it is recognized as the absolute top meme of all cultures, but I strongly doubt it. It's really a hero or hero thing. That's why it fits perfectly in that context, so I don't want to go too deep into the meme here, because at the end of the day, the goal is simply to bring all cultures together, and putting them into a meme coin can work, but it doesn't have to. That's why for me, it's also this hero or hero thing. Then the next coin we will talk about, which I am personally quite convinced of, is one that I have actually bought more of, because in my opinion, this is a perfect time to make investments. We have strong support beneath us, with intermediate highs consistently showing support, and here we have returned to the support line again. Here is Aura coin. So it's basically just about getting more aura. It's essentially a meme that everyone should know. It's also relatively new, I like it from the website, and the meme itself is also quite good. The posts are relatively active as well. Many people know about Aura. It is really on everyone's lips no matter where, whether in sports or as you can see here in the post, no matter where, in any niche. Everyone knows about Aura, as it essentially gives more aura to a person. That's why it's a funny meme that many are familiar with. Cap of 20 million is something that can relatively easily go up to 100, 200, or 300 million now. That's why I place it on the same level as Logan and Cook. In my opinion, he could almost be categorized as bullish, but Aura still needs to prove itself a bit more at this point, so I would place him somewhere between top and bullish. Then the next coin, WinterArk, is also a candidate that has really died off in this case, but for me personally, it's something that could actually come back. Current market cap is 400k. Don't take it too seriously. I think everyone knows about WinterArk, where you just push hard and hustle in the winter, sacrificing a lot and improving in all areas of life. So that's the underlying thought. It definitely has a good cultural factor. There are also some videos about it, whether on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. Therefore, for me, it's clearly a candidate for the lower category hero or hero. Then, the next coin, RIZZ, should certainly be known to some of you. It is a relatively well-known meme among Generation Z. RIZZ has also been pumped a few times in the past. Therefore, as soon as we return to lower levels here, I believe the likelihood is relatively high that RIZZ could come back in the next strong meme coin season. Of course, this is extremely risky as well. We are still completely at the beginning with a market cap of just under 1 million. Here we can take a look at the website and we can also see roughly which direction this is going. So as I said, I don't want to go too deep into what the memes themselves are about. For me, it's just one of those things. It's okay. Yes. So I wouldn't necessarily rank it higher now because you definitely have to be careful about what happens with the meme. I still wanted to include it in today's video because I can well imagine that RIZZ might come back down again, then do nothing for a long time, and then pump up once more. So I can somewhat imagine something like that. That's why I wanted to include the meme in today's video as well, but I'm not invested in it myself and wouldn't necessarily invest in the near future. Therefore, it falls into the OK category. The next coin, NOFAP, has also been launched relatively recently. I can imagine that with November, No Nut November, NOFAP could gain traction again. Currently, it has a market cap of 1.5 million. There is actually a relatively large community behind it. Yes, I sometimes wonder why. But still, there is already a significant culture here, so to speak, outside of the crypto space. Therefore, I can well imagine that such a coin will perform well. It's okay. In my opinion, it's fine. So, it's a good meme coin. Also, from a charting perspective, it is relatively newly launched. One has to be extremely careful at this point. But here, in my opinion, is also a good opportunity to potentially take a 2x, initially pull out the profits, and then let them run a bit over November, and then in December, I believe one should sell the coin again. That's why it's okay. Yes, that's why I would categorize it like that. It is of course extremely risky, especially with coins that are still at such an early stage. It's okay, maybe even good. That's how I would approach it so that you are informed. That's definitely it for today's ranking. You have everything summarized nicely here. Feel free to write in the comments which coin you would have ranked differently or which coin you still have on your radar, as I would personally be very interested to know. Otherwise, for the loyal viewers among you, I have a small opportunity for you to benefit even earlier from such calls. I have started my own crypto group with other crypto experts. In total, there are 4 experts who have come together to provide added value and, of course, to get the absolute maximum out of the upcoming bull run. Here you can see an overview of how everything is structured. We have a general chat where some analyses are posted, then we have low caps, where new projects keep coming up. Otherwise, I also do meme coin analyses where I naturally post the coins earlier than in my YouTube videos. Creating a YouTube video is always a lot of work. I have to conduct all the research, prepare everything. The video needs to be edited and uploaded. Because usually it's just like this. When I produce a YouTube video, the whole process takes 2 or 3 days with the script until the video is uploaded and edited. And here in this case, you get such analyses significantly earlier. For example, I also presented Aura, or the Alpha coin, which I included in today's video. I had presented here as an analysis where the breakout occurred directly. That's why some members of the group are already in significant profit here. Otherwise, you also get some news and posts about macroeconomics and generally what's happening in the market, which is also very exciting. We also partially track insider wallets. We have our own post and an expert who specifically tracks insider and smart money wallets and presents the whole thing accordingly. So the added value is absolutely insane. And here again, there are high cap analyses and of course an extra group. There is really a lot on offer here. And for those who are interested, feel free to use the link in my video description. As I said, it's my own group, which I can wholeheartedly stand behind, where I can wholeheartedly recommend it to you because you can gain a lot of added value from the group, so it's definitely worth it. As I said, you can even save 50% with the code PSLaunch. I've also linked it again in the video description so you know about it. That's definitely all for now. Otherwise, I really enjoyed today's video. Feel free to write in the comments how you are currently approaching the meme coin market. Of course, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. A lot is coming your way in the future. Also, regarding the other sectors within the meme space, there will be more coming your way. At this point, it should also be mentioned that at the end of the video, don't worry, there will also be regular videos coming about AI projects and RWA projects. So there is a lot coming your way also regarding the other narratives, but in this case, meme coins are relatively popular at the moment as far as other sectors are concerned, be it AI coins or RWA coins. I have already uploaded some videos on my YouTube channel, some of which are still relevant. Even though the video was uploaded 2 months ago, you can definitely check it out regarding RWA coins. I have created detailed coin rankings for general coins here. Additionally, in this video, I share my 20 favorites in the AI and deepened sectors. So you are definitely well taken care of here, even regarding other industries, because this will by no means be just a pure meme coin YouTube channel. But at this point, I simply want to incorporate more meme coins, as there are certainly great opportunities for you to be informed. As mentioned, this whole video is not financial advice. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you very much for your attention, and I would say see you again in the next video.